What's happening, y'all? It's J Cash back at you with another video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the topic. My dating options with Western women and my experiences with them. My experiences with Western women in America has not been consistent. It's always been inconsistent because the reason why I'm saying that is because when you are inconsistent means you don't get it every time. You don't have like a real chance in getting it, right? So it's not my fault and it's not under my control. So with that being said, I have received choosing signals, hooking up, or having a relationship. All three of these spectrums have been inconsistent. And when they've been inconsistent, you don't have many options, right? And see, women can smell and can tell that I didn't have any options because I would tell them. But they will make assumptions by just looking at me, saying that I'm smashing everything, that I'm a player, and they'll talk about me being light skinned, or they'll just say something that I have a girlfriend or something. I'm doing something with some woman. It's some woman running behind me trying to fuck, basically. So, the women that I've dealt with throughout my past, present, they have been plain Jane or they've been unattractive. So, the best looking women that I've had were average looking, but they were very few. So, when you have to deal with this, out here is like a take it or leave it when you don't have many options like that. And the black women that did like me, you would have to catch them from the outside looking in because they're so subtle. Because they don't want to be straightforward with me and give me some kind of leeway or opening space to where I can just come in the door. So they've been very inconsistent in that manner. They've been so subtle where it would take another person to tell her, hey man, she feeling you, dog. She feeling you. You know why? Because when you have that less experience with interacting with them, sleeping with them, this is what you're going to get. You're going to be oblivious. So I've been oblivious, and plus the games that they play make you even more want to be more oblivious, or it makes you just desensitized to where you just take what you can get and you just keep it moving. You'd be like, well, I'll be like, well, I just screw this other shit because this is all I can get. So I've been giving women, the women I've dealt with, a better deal than what I'm getting. So basically, I've been shitting on myself. But it's not my fault. So when you're horny, either you take it or leave it. But since I'm saying that my experience with them has been inconsistent, means I've been celibate for most of the time. So I have no problem with, putting my thing in my pants and keeping it there. So when I interact with them, I don't have to interact them with the lower head. I can just interact them with the big head. So when you're inconsistent and you looked over or you left out or you get assumptions made about you, like I've gotten assumptions made about me, it gets tiring. And then once you get tired from putting all that energy in, you just don't want to fool with it anymore. So my option with them has not been like this extravaganza, this marvelous, experiences where I've had women spend money on me, do stuff for me because I was always doing stuff for them, keeping everything going, all the way down to the whole hooking up. Me doing all the work, me doing all the talking, me making them laugh. It was me the whole time doing all of the work. While they get all the energy, all of the sexual energy, and everything else exchanged for a little bit of nothing. See where I'm going with this? But it did give me a little experience. And when I was in a relationship with my son's mother, it was like I had more options. I had more women checking me out, more women looking at me, more women wanting to talk to me because it gave off that I had somebody and that I had sexual experience. You see what I'm saying? So, but when you have that on a consistent basis, after a while they'll smell that you're inexperienced. They'll be like, no, he ain't got enough game. Or when they say he ain't got enough game and he ain't got enough this, what they're basically telling me is that I'm a novice. I'm not a veteran out here. You see what I'm saying? So when you're not a veteran out here or you're a novice and you really ain't got your foot in the door like that, this is what you're going to get. You're not going to get the results that you want because you don't have enough experience. So this is why they like guys with options. And don't believe them when they tell you that they don't want no man with options. That's a lie. Because when no woman ain't after you and no woman wants you, the rest of them not going to want you. And the only way, now what I'm seeing, the only way a woman would deal with me if I'm some kind of hidden fetish. Keep me on the low low. You know what I'm saying? I'm that guy that you won't know nothing about. Or your husband won't know nothing about. Oh, the women that married, they'll deal with me. Flirting, all of that. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So when they become so subtle and you ain't got all of that experience out here interacting with them, sleeping with them, and all of that good stuff, you don't have the real full enjoyment of a relationship, and you ain't been through a lot of relationships. They look down on you that like that. Like I haven't had really a consistent relationship thing in this dating thing. I haven't had no consistent of that. So when you don't have all that experience and you've been by yourself and you've been celibate most of the time, what you expect for me to do? Do what I'm used to, what I'm desensitized to. Being single, by myself, no girlfriend, no hooking up. Right now, I don't even care nothing about hooking up. Care less. Don't bother me. Oh well. But why you always by yourself? You don't want to do. No, when you get used to being by yourself, you don't want to be bothered anymore. And I'm to the point where now, here in America, I definitely don't want to be bothered. I tell women this, I was like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm just joking around. I'm just playing. So anytime I'm interacting with women, I'm playing with them. I'm not taking them serious or nothing. Because they're headed. They're annoying as fuck out here. They're not even fun to be around. Hell, and if you want me to tell you, they ain't even worth rolling in the sack with. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, guys, your body gives off this certain energy. Like I said, these pheromones that it gives off, it just does something to them when you got other women. It gives off that energy that you have experienced and that you know what you're doing. You're a pro. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman can smell and tell that you've been with another woman or you got other women. They can feel it. They know it by the way you talk, by the way you act, by the way you walk. Your confidence that you have all of this experience. This only comes from results. This only comes from tangibles. And when you don't have these tangibles of women or the intangibles, you're going to suck. And you're going to be out here clueless, and you're going to be getting walked on, everything else. Going to be a sucker, you're going to be a simp. You're going to have to be doing all this extra stuff where the guys that with experience don't have to experience the bullshit that you go through or the bullshit that I go through. Under scrutiny, under assumptions, being a player, being all kinds of things, light skin, and I don't like this and like that. You'd be all kinds of things, etc., etc. This is what goes on. This is my experiences right here. I'll admit it, my experiences ain't been great. I've gotten choosing secrets from women. I never bite on them. I know when they looking at me, I don't bite on them because you get sick of the games that have been played all through the years. You like, you know what, fuck that. I ain't standing that bitch. That goes in my mind. I ain't standing up. I'm just playing. I'm not trying to hit it. She can go sleep with another man. I'm not trying to hit it anymore. Too many games are being played nowadays. Too risky. But with that, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that share, and that subscribe button, man. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. And I'm out. Peace.